What's up, YouTube? This is Shaween Booski coming at you with some more Final Fantasy X action. So, wow, last episode we learned a lot. I mean, we got to meet a lot of new people, and we appear to have some actual, friends slash companions now. We met a couple hotties. Life is getting better for Otitis here. I think that we might have actually found our place in the world. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on with it. Let me make sure I don't need to do anything here. I'll go ahead and do that. I'm so underleveled. I'm usually really crazy about leveling, but like I've told you all before, I'm kind of doing this on purpose so that there's no chance that I out-level any of you. So, all right, let's go. Oh, I need to mention that dress.
Hey, sleepyhead. Something I want to give you.
Whoa, you're giving this to me?
Yeah, use it well.
That's the sword you gave Chapu.
Well, he never used it. Where's Yuna?
We're taking the same boat as Yuna, right? Why do we gotta wait here?
Yuna came to this village 10 years ago, when the last calm started.
The calm?
Since then, she's been like a little sister to me and Lulu. But she had the talent. She became an apprentice. Now, today, she leaves as a summoner.
This is our journey. We should leave together.
You really don't need all that luggage.
They're not really my things. They're gifts for the temples we're to visit.
This isn't a vacation, Yuna.
I guess you're right.
Man, that's harsh.
Okay, off we go.
Like, how are you going to do that to Yuna? I mean, clearly she cared a lot about taking that luggage, and they basically just said no. I mean, that's like taking presents away from kids at Christmas. Like, girls love that stuff. Why would you like not let her do that? I don't know. I feel defensive. Yuna's my girl, so I feel offended. But anyway, okay, let's get on with the story. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all this. I told you earlier or in the last episode, I was going to come back to this person. That's because I'm going to sell all of my potions. I recommend that you do the same. You don't have to, but you're going to see why I do this. So I'm going to sell all my potions, and then I'm done. Come back soon. Now read this. A funny thing happened. My dog dug something up yesterday. I wonder what it was. He's like, okay, lady, like, why do I care, right? But if you go up here, I believe it's this tent right here. Yeah. All right, and you interact with this dog. He's got something in his mouth. Obtained something mangled and slobbery. Valifor has learned Overdrive Energy Blast. So, that's cool. I'm guessing Aeons, well, I know Aeons have overdrives just like characters do, but now Valifor has 2 instead of 1. And that one is more powerful than the other one that we get by default. So, there's that.
Here comes one now. Hey, why don't you try out that sword I gave you?
Ha! No problem.
Not too shabby. You kept up with him pretty well. Might make a good guardian someday. A flyer. My kind of customer.
Alright, so that's simple enough. Basically, this section of the game, you're just going to be doing some tutorial type of fights, and then we'll move on. I'm going to mention it while all this is going on.
That looks like trouble.
Ha! Watch this!
Alright, so Titus thinks that he can beat this blue thing up here. Let's see what happens.
Told ya, only magic can beat that thing. If you can't beat them down, you gotta use magic of an element they don't like.
Magic? Element?
Let's have our black mage show you what I mean. Lou, you're up.
Clueless, aren't you? Good thing I'm here.
Alright, you don't have to read this because Lulu's about to explain it anyway.
Spells of ice work well against fire fiends, and ice fiends are weak against fire magic. You follow?
I get fire and ice, but what about lightning and water?
Lightning and water are opposed, just like fire and ice. This one here is a water fiend, which means
he's about to get a zap from Shawimbuski. I see you with the celebration, Lulu. Okay. I am going to tell you all a story about her dress, but I don't want to interrupt the story here, so.
take your time.
Let's get going, man.
We're gonna wait.
Huh?
Are you ready?
What's going on?
All right.
It's an ancient custom. People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip. Chapu didn't pray that day. Said he'd miss his boat.
Okay, so, you know, I've always been under the viewpoint that, you know, prayer can never hurt. So even if you don't believe in something, you know, what's it going to hurt to go ahead and pray if you're in the circumstance? So I can't find it in me to say just watch. That wouldn't make any sense. So we're definitely going to pray.
That should do it.
All right. So basically, there's a girl that I know, and she was going to try to, let's read this first. Kilika and Bikano join as one. Okay. But that girl, in order to impress me, she's attracted to me because she's sane. Well, in order to impress me, she was going to wear an outfit that looked like Lulu because she looks a lot like Lulu, all of her features. So I thought that'd be pretty cool. I was going to go as Orin at a Halloween party, and that ended up falling through because she couldn't make a dress with that many belts. It just like sagged instead of went straight across, and she got sensitive about it. So, you know, that happened. It's a cool little story. Anyway, we got this tiger unicorn man here that seems upset with us for some reason. And as I'm sure you've probably guessed it by now, Shawimbuski is going to beat this dude up. And I'm going to try to get an overkill in the process. Alright, so I think that's 5 cheers. So I'm going to hit this guy once or twice. I should be able to hit him twice, and then I'm going to do my overdrive. I have no idea how much health he has. I'm guessing... I don't remember it being that much, so this will probably work. Bam! That's what you get, blue unicorn
That's
dude.
enough.
What's with that guy?
Kimari Ronso, of the Ronso tribe. He's learned the Fiend's way of fighting.
That's not what I meant.
He's another of Yuna's guardians.
Huh?
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kumari doesn't talk much anyway. But he has protected me since I was a child.
Huh.
I think that's bullcrap. Like, they seem so... Hey, awesome. I got 4 ability spheres. They seem so, like, dismissive of the fact that all that just happened. I mean, I'd be like, what the heck, man? But, whatever. I'm in their world. Let's see what that was, that ball we got. Scout. Sensor. Alright, that's awesome. So what Sensor does is if a character that you have in the fight has a weapon that says Sensor, it'll show you the enemy's health. In mana and
A
stuff.
flyer. That's your department, right?
True, true. But, why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of?
Alright, switching members during battle. Press 2 during battle to switch a character not currently being used. Just switch them in and they're ready to go. Alright.
Your first real battle. Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
Yeah, Yuna. Alright, summoning Aeons. Use the summon command to have Yuna call on Aeon to aid her in battle. Only Yuna can summon Aeons. Use it when you need help against tough opponents. When Aeons take damage, their HP decreases. Should their HP reach 0, they will leave battle and become unavailable for a time. Aeons recover HP at save spheres, which is their way of saying if your Aeon dies, you're not going to be able to get it back until you get to a save sphere. I need to remember that after this battle, hopefully, I know I'm going to forget it, but after this battle, I'm going to try to change the settings so that it doesn't take that long for that thing to join the fight. Like, basically, it makes the summon faster. Alright, so the regular attack did 185. That did 98, which sucks. I don't know if it has any big weaknesses, but that did 266, so let's keep hitting it with that until I get it kind of low. Then I'm going to try to get an overkill. I don't even know if an overkill is possible right here, but like I said, we'll give it a go. Yeah, so it has really low health. Our overdrive is charged, which means if this thing is overkillable, we are about to find out. So this is Energy Blast. This is the ability that we got from the dog. So this is the more powerful one. Let's see what it hits for. 1582. Well, that's pretty good. Even though it was not an overkill. Whatevs. Enchanted Rod. Did I equip... I don't remember if I equipped... No, I didn't. Alright. This Rod of Wisdom is the thing we got in the Cloister of Trials. Like the treasure we got there. Just making sure nobody else needs any. I know a lot of these fights, if not all of these fights as you go this direction, are scripted, meaning they're going to happen no matter what. You might be able to get some extra fights in there, I don't really remember.
Another one of those. No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say goodnight, birdie.
Alright, so we're going to use a skill. Dark Attack, yeah. So basically Dark Attack, if it hits, it's going to blind the opponent. If the opponent is blindable. I don't know, I think it lasts for like 3 of its attacks. Try to get everybody an attack. And then I'm going to eventually use Yuna to summon again. Oh, I should have showed you all. Okay, you see on the top left, the reason that I can see its health, which is 409 health out of 1400, the reason I can see that is because Waka is using that ball that has sensor. That's what I meant a while ago by saying that you could visualize that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. This might still be doable. I'm just going to defend until Waka gets to go, and I'm going to try to blind it again and hope that this doesn't defeat it. Surely it won't hit for 303. Alright, awesome. Alright, now I'm going to switch to Yuna. Get Valifor in the fight. Now the reason that's helpful is because even though Valifor's agility is really high, and which means that, you know, it can dodge a lot, if that thing is blind, it's probably going to dodge everything. So it can charge our overdrive and not get hit at the same time. Now usually if you do this, which is boost, it will increase the rate at which your overdrive charges, but it will make you take more damage if you get hit. But we're dodging, so that doesn't really matter. Well, it doesn't matter as long as we dodge or move out of the way or whatever. I can't hit him because if I hit him, it might defeat him, and like I said before, I'm going to try to get this overkill. Alright. Now if this doesn't overkill, which I don't think it will because the last one didn't, but if it doesn't, then that means I'm pretty confident these things can't be overkilled. I don't know, maybe if Tidus had overdrives, but I doubt it. I know his base overdrive wouldn't do it. Oh, hey, let me show you all something. So if you go to abilities and you go to Yuna, she has an ability called Cure, and you can cure people when you're out of combat. Like right now, I'm not in combat, and so I can heal, you know, my party members. You can't heal your Aeons out of combat, so that's the only really sucky thing, unless you touch a save sphere. Should have at least one more fight that we gotta. There it is. Yeah. So basically what this fight does is it simply tests your knowledge of everything that you've done so far. So Waka is good with flyers, so you're going to attack the flyer with him. Lulu is good with the magic ones, so you want to attack the blue thing with her. And then Tidus was good at killing like the wolves earlier, so we're going to kill this thing with him. And now the game knows, or you should know, like how all that stuff is supposed to work. I think that might have been the last fight. Yep. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to cut and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so what I did was I went back here to the path that we did all those little fighting tutorials on, and I engaged in combat one time against a water flan and a wolf, and I charged all of my overdrives, and then I defeated them. So I did get 6 experience that time, but it was only one fight, and then I came here. So I didn't do any grinding. I just went and got overdrives, really. I mean, technically I did get 6 experience, so there's that. Alright, so I recommend you talk to like all these people, because I think most of them, if not all of them, give you something. So, oh, there's so many things I want to tell her. But seeing her there, smiling, I just can't say them. Hey you, the sea's crawling with fiends, so give this to Yuna, okay? Sure thing, dude. I'm on it. I knew this time would come someday. I knew. Please watch over Lady Yuna. Here, have this. You may find use for it. Thanks, lady. That's actually awesome. Good looking out. May Yevon's blessing be with our summoner on her pilgrimage. Here, a gift from the temple to sanctify her departure. That's actually really, really cool. So, I'm trying to remember. I think it's health. Yeah. Health by 10%. That is really valuable this early in the game. I won't cry. I won't. Yeah? Alright. They're really leaving? Oh, I guess I should have said that different because it's a sentence. They're really leaving. Here, a farewell gift from all the village. 400 gil. Man, these guys are awesome. They're giving us some great stuff. Lady Yuna, don't forget me, okay? I'll be good while you're gone. I promise, yeah? Here, take this. Daddy says it's an offering. Alright, thanks, Daddy. We'll miss Lady Yuna. Come back soon. Wait, I can't talk. We'll miss Lady Yuna. Come back soon, yeah? Where are you going on that big boat? I don't know why. All of a sudden I just got flustered there. It's kind of funny. You know, this would be intense. Like, if, you know, she lived there her whole life, and, you know, it's kind of a small village, I would say. It would be a big deal if she left. So I get that all these people are, like, really tore up. What I don't get is how none of them seem to care about Waka or Lulu leaving.
Goodbye.
It'll make sense later, but when I first played this, it didn't make sense to me. I was like, man, like, everybody loves her, but I guess Waka and Lulu suck. You know, there's another thing I don't understand. Like, they're going from Besaid to Kilika Port. Why wouldn't they just go in a straight line instead of all the way around the islands? I guess it must be like some kind of ocean drift thing where the waves are going one way. So weird. He just took some random person's binoculars. That's messed up. Okay, Titus, I see why you took the binoculars. Doing some sightseeing here. Creeping on Lulu. Oh my gosh. Now he's creeping on Yuna. And she does not seem to mind. Alright, let's talk to some people here.
Come to think of it, I haven't told you where we're going. First to Kilika Island. Then we change boats and head for Luca. For that though, Yuna's gotta pray at the temple. I'll be guarding. We'll be praying for the Aurochs' victory too, so you come along, yeah?
Great plan.
Hey, it is a great plan.
Don't look at me.
So evidently I've been saying Kilika wrong. I thought it was Kilika. He said Kilika. So, I don't know. Maybe that's just his way of saying it, 'cause I could have swore somebody else said it differently.
I don't know who you are or where you came from.
Oh gosh, we already knew that.
If you interfere with Yuna's pilgrimage, we won't take it lightly.
There she is. Basically saying, you interfere and we're going to mess you up.
I don't know who you are.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Is that it?
We'll be praying for the Aurochs.
Yeah, I think we got to go up here and trigger this.
Word is, that summoner's got noble blood. I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter. You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter?
Okay. Let's see. Oh, let's go over here. Let's see if this guy will say anything to us. Nope, just shakes his head. Furry loser. Alright.
So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
That's hilarious. She basically called Walker stupid, but he doesn't understand what she was actually saying. Alright, this is the guy we took the binoculars from. He says, huh? You want to use the binoculars? Let's say yeah. No way. Remember what you did last time? Yeah, I do not blame that dude. Alright, so we got some lady walking up here. Let's go talk to her. Hey, can you believe this? What? I just saw this merchant guy inside the ship, and guess what he said to me? He walked up to me and said, "You're no good," just like that. Isn't that awful? I've got style. I'll show him. Don't you think so too? Sure, lady. That's right. I knew I was right. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Really, that's it? It makes me so mad. I'm not going inside anymore. You stand your ground, lady. Alright, you don't need to go in here. This is the cabin's port. On the next boat we get on, the cabin's the captain's cabin is important, but right here it isn't.
Oh, them's fascinating clothes you're wearing. Yeah! Filthy, filthy. These won't sell. Or me name's not Awaka. Don't look like you got much money, either. I've no business with you. Out of me way.
Who do you think you are?
Awaka the 23rd. Merchant extraordinaire.
Awaka the who?
Don't know me? Well, not many do. Not yet.
Alright, so this guy, I have so many bad words to say about him, but he actually becomes valuable in the story and kind of becomes like a friend of ours. So, and he's the only merchant that does that. So I'm going to talk to him again and trigger another little cutscene thing.
But someday, the name of Walker will be spoken all over Spira. Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of gill to lend?
Alright, so I always say yes. There's a reason for this. So, in the game, you're going to have, I don't know how many times, like 3, 4, or 5 times where you can lend this guy gil. And depending on how much gil you lend him, if any, it will dictate some discounts that you can get later in the game. So if you give him like, you know, up to 100 gil, I think everything's still full price. If you give him like 101 to 1,000, I believe that's like 50% or 60%, I don't know, something. And then if you give him from 1,001 to 10,000, it's the third tier, and you get like 20 or 30% off, or no, wait. or maybe like 30 or 40% off. I don't know. I can't really remember. But if you give them over 10,000, which like, you know, 10,001 or over, then you get the max discount, which I think is like goes down to 20% of total cost, which is awesome. He sells some really great swords and I don't know, like offhand thing, whatever's later in the game that you can customize that are really awesome. But for the first like couple or few times, I only give him one gil, and then on the last one is usually the one where I go over that 10,000 mark because gil is kind of hard to come by early in the game. So let's just do this. No sweat, dude.
I guess it pays to ask. Thank ye kindly, lad. Fine seed money for the Oaka merchant empire.
That's hilarious. He's like so pumped about getting one gil. It's like a little kid. All right, let's talk to Luzungata.
Restricted area. Our operation depends on this cargo. Why don't you go topside? The fresh sea breeze might help restore your memory.
Did he just take a stab at us? Listen here, midget.
I'm not at liberty to talk about our plan. If people think you're with us, you'll be excommunicated too. Some things you're better off not knowing. Take it from me.
And that's awful.
I'm not at liberty to talk about our...
Restricted area.
Yeah. All right, so remember when we were in Besaid and I sold all my potions? Well, this section is why. Don't forget this chest. I think this dude on the left is throwing up. And then the people back there are hiding from him. And if you kick this suitcase, you'll get potions. Now, the way this works is if you have 20 potions or more in your bag, you don't get anything from kicking this. But if you have 19 or less potions in your bag, you can kick this up to 20. So if you have 0, you can kick it 20 times, get 20 potions. If you have 19, you can kick it once and get potions. And then every kick after that doesn't matter. So, you know, kick it, get a potion. Kick it, get a potion. All right, so I'm going to cut this out because I am going to get my potions, and I'll come right back. Okay, guys, we're back. So I got 20 potions, and kicking this thing, nothing else comes out. You can see down here, 20 potions, right? So that's awesome. Let's go ahead and... I mean, I didn't even know I had levels. I thought I used this, but I guess I didn't. I'll do this real quick. There is one more important thing I need to show you all while we're on this ship. Or at least I consider it to be important. Man, I'm so underpowered. This is crazy how underpowered I am. Like, oh, I've never been like this ever in a video game. Well, not that I can remember anyway, unless I was doing some tutorial for a friend. I don't know, whatevs. I think all the rest of this stuff should be okay. That isn't really going to help much, but I mean, better to have something than nothing, so. Alright. Alright, we're done there. So let's go to the other thing that I was going to say I feel is important.
What the heck is that?
What the heck is what?
What is this place?
The power room, like it says on the door.
Yeah, but why the big birds?
What's so strange about chocobo power?
Chocobos? Those are chocobos?
What? You've never seen a chocobo? What kind of backwater island did you come from, anyway?
Miracles and oddities were starting to become daily routine on this trip.
That's kind of funny. I always picture like chocobos being the size of like baby chickens in his day, but now they've evolved into this. I don't know that, just in my head it makes sense that way. But all right, so there's supposed to be an Albed primer here, so I'm going to cut to my other walkthrough and show you guys. All right, so if you see where I'm at, to my right, you can see the Albed primer on the floor. Let's pick it up. You got Albed primer number 3, L equals C. Alright, so now that you've seen that, let's go continue the story. I recommend that you save. Actually, let's just do that. We'll end this one here, and I'll see you guys at the beginning of the next one.